Hey everybody, welcome to YouTube Live. It's Monday, August 31st, the last day of August. I can't believe the month has flown so quickly. I gotta get my Stampin' Lips on. Ooh, don't miss Dina, goodness. I think I went outside the lines there for a sec. This is not the first time I've made a mistake today. I this morning my husband, I mentioned that his hair was getting a little long, and he said, "Oh, do you want to cut it for me?" And I thought, well, I've done it twice before successfully, so sure. I don't want to say that I'm surprised, but I did have to involve a baseball cap in his wardrobe now because I might have had a little slip, if you will, of the trimmer. So there's just a little, we'll say, additional bald spot on his head from what was already there. I'm being quiet because I don't know if he can hear me. My bad. Apparently he loves me, so that's good. And hair grows back, as we all know. And I do believe that everything will be okay. But I did totally mess that up. Oops. So that was my morning. I guess the moral of the story is don't do haircuts on Monday mornings. I mean, that's just good advice. So anyway, yeah, that's how oh my gosh, hold on. We have to back up for a second. Hold on. I saw a comment that I had to revisit. Okay. I sometimes trim my bangs after a few cocktails, LOL. Karen, you can't do that. Bangs should never be trimmed after a few cocktails. I think that's really important. Oh, electric trimmer mistakes take me back to days. Yeah, Donna, whoa. It wasn't pretty. I'm just saying. I have to laugh. I know, I didn't want to trim his hair necessarily. I suggested involving a professional would probably be better. I think why. So, I don't know. It does, thank goodness. And on a boy, way easier than on a girl. Bald spot in his head, it'll be gone soon. So, anyway, I just thought that was pretty funny. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. This weekend was our Leaders Summit from Stampin' Up, and it was a really, really awesome event. I did not participate in as much as I was hoping for because I was busy trying to catch up from my month. It was a really crazy time this month with all of the things that have been going on in the Stampin' Up! World. And so I'm really anxious for next month being kind of a little bit calmer. I don't have as many extra things going on, no product shares, no DSP charts, no new catalog kickoff, so that is good for me. But I'm so grateful for all of my helpers that helped make all of it possible this month. We did it. We got through everything, and I was only just a teeny bit late, unless you consider my policy of 48 hours, and then I was right on time with my classes. So I had to laugh this morning. I thought I had mailed them out yesterday, and this morning I came down and I clicked on my drafts. You know, like if you're in your email, there's a draft thing for any emails you didn't send out. And lo and behold, both of my classes were in the draft status. So I was kind of like, what? So anyway, Peggy says you're still looking for DSP charts for 2019. I didn't do them from 2019, so sorry, my dear. Um, I just started with this annual catalog. Um, anyway, I hope that you guys had a great week. I am looking forward to this weekend because well, Carl has a race on Friday, and hopefully he will be running injury issues. And also, we're going to have a long weekend for the holiday. Ah, Sharon, fall retreat. I thought somebody might ask about that. Well, it just so turns out I'm working on my fall retreat. It will happen at the end of October, and I will be the specific details a little bit later this month once I've ironed everything out and gotten things kind of planned in my well, I would say in my head, but on paper. But yes, I had to get through last month before I could plan that. But I've already, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've been working on it. But I'm really excited to be offering a virtual fall retreat. It is going to be awesome. If you participated in my summer portion as well as a virtual portion of stamping stuff. So it's going to be awesome. So whether you're a demonstrator or both, you are going to be excited to participate in this event, I promise. And like I said, I'll have all of those details coming. Watch for that. Probably, yeah, it'd be this week yet, but maybe next week I'll post them. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I was toying with the idea of trying to run it in person, and I just think there's still too many questions right now. I would love to do one in person. I'm prepared to do that, honestly, but I don't know that the people who would attend are, well, I don't want to be the reason someone gets sick. So we'll leave it at that. All right. So today I've got some fun projects planned. I can't wait to share with you. I also will tell you tomorrow I have like the most ridiculously cute project ever. So make sure you check out my blog tomorrow morning. It'll be posted there. It is a super cute, not a card. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for you to see it, though. I think you're gonna like it. And I'm not, you guys know, I'm all about the cards. But I really think I made a really cute project out of this little treat holder. So I've got a Christmas and a Halloween version, so you'll have to check it out. Anyway, so that's just on my blog tomorrow. My blog address is in the description of this email. Also, tomorrow is a big day in the Stampin' Up! World. There's a couple of things going on. First and foremost, our new Stampin' Cut Emboss machine is going to go for to purchase. Oh, so nice. Folds up nice. Look at how it's like a purse. I mean, seriously. Like, you know what this looks like? It looks like one of those handbags that you could put your dog in. I'm just saying. I mean, it would be a little dog, not my dog, but a little dog would fit in this. But I really love this machine. I am hoping to share a review of it tomorrow, maybe, if I can get it done. But my review is going to be quite positive of this machine. Like I said, I really do like it. I hope that you are excited about it too, because it was worth the wait. Tomorrow we can purchase not only the machine, but also the magnetic plate. And I'm gonna grab my catalog here quick. So in our catalog, we have several plates that are available. The magnetic plate will be available, but not the impression mats, as far as I know, unless that happens to change, and I don't know that. But yes, you can order the clear plates. You've actually always been able to order clear plates. They've been available for quite a while now. Also, the mini machine is not available yet, but we hope that it will be available soon. Is there a place to store the plates? Like in the machine, you mean? No, there's not. And that is, and I don't know where you would stick them. The plates are bigger than the machine as it folds up, so no. Did you send an email for bingo? Yes, I have sent 2 emails, Shirley. If you didn't get them, you can email me, and I will send you the link. The volume is going in and out. It's happening, but it's bearable. I have no idea why that would be. So anyway, the machine is pretty awesome. I'm very excited about it. And one of the features that I really like about it is that, so in a big shot, we couldn't fit. So this is the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. This folder you would have to run through like this on your machine, right? This way you can get it through your machine this way. It's a little bit wider opening than the Big Shot, and definitely wider than a Cuttlebug. So that's pretty awesome. I'm very excited about that little detail. So yeah. Okay. All right. Next up, another really exciting thing for tomorrow is that we have a starter kit promotion going on, and I'm going to share this graphic here in a minute. But there are 2 stamp sets, and I'm looking at my sets up here because I don't think I grabbed both of them before I went live. But 2 stamp sets plus, pardon my boobs. I'm standing up to try and find my stamp sets. And of course, can I find them? No. I thought I had them. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Maybe I did bring both of them down here. Let me look in my pile. Well, one of them is here, but where's the other one? I have both of these stamp sets, so you would think that I would be able to find them. I'm looking at the names. I'm looking for like the pictures of them. But basically, there's 2 stamp sets that you will get as a bonus in your starter kit. Found it. Okay. One is the Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, and this is a really nice stamp set with some fun little sentiments, kind of a good all occasion. And I love Queen Anne's Lace. There's lots of it up by my cabin, so it kind of reminds me of that. And then also the So Much Love stamp set, and I have used this before. It's great for coloring. I love it, love it, love it. So you will be able to get both of these stamp sets in addition to else in your starter kit, along with 2 packets of pre-cut cardstock to make 8 cards each, one with each stamp set. So that's so awesome. And that is going to be in starter kits starting September 1st. And so if you join Stampin' Up, you can be a part of that special. Now, joining Stampin' Up doesn't mean that you have to hold workshops or hold events or do anything like what I do. It is as simple as getting a discount on your purchases. And so it's actually, if you spend like 7 more or less, we don't judge, would definitely be worth your while because you will save money on your purchases, and you can be your own best customer, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's also no obligation, so if you choose not to do anything with it, you don't have to. But being a part of my team has lots of perks and benefits. We have an amazing community of people on my team, and a lot of fun is had. I also do lots of great things with my have you be a part of it. If you have any questions about that, you can let me know, but be a part of it. If you have any questions about that, you can let me know, but I will be sharing more information. And a lot of perks for being a little part of our A Little Piece of Art Stampers group. That's what my team is called. We're affectionately known as the Fart Stampers because when you put a little piece of art, squeeze it together like in a web URL, it looks like fart stampers. Of course, I like to think we're classier than that, but it's sort of fitting. Anyway, I think that's just kind of funny. We have an amazing group and we are all over the country, so that's pretty cool. And we would love to add you to our fabulousness. So if you have any questions, please let me know. All right. Next up, I've got some fun. Well, actually, I'm going to flip my camera around and share some of these graphics. Okay, so first of all, it's called the Get and Go promotion. And like I said, if you would like to learn more about this, of course, let me know. I've got a link for this in my in the description of this video. So if you're interested, you can get started with this starting September 1st. And here are those 2 stamp sets. They're really nice stamp sets today. Maybe we'll use one of them. I think maybe that would be kind of fun. Like I said, I really do like them. And they both have really nice sentiments in them. Like, look at this. I know you have the strength to get through this. Oh, I so like that. But a really great couple of stamp sets. And then you can see there's 2 packets. They're individually wrapped in everything here. So that's pretty cool. Tomorrow is going to be my final August Facebook class. So if you haven't become a part of my August Facebook class, there's still time. You can check out the replay of the first 2 lives, and then we'll have our 3rd and final live tomorrow. It is a great class that has tons and tons of inspiration and lots of great tips and tricks to help make your stamping easier and faster and more enjoyable. This is by far my most popular class and an incredible value. It's $25 for 1 month or only $15 when you subscribe for a year. $15 per month. So that's awesome. Also, today is the last day to use your bonus day coupons. If you have not used your coupons, make sure you get your orders in tonight. The last day is today. And depending on where you are in the world, our day ends in the US, I should say at midnight, actually, well, midnight Mountain Time. So if you're in the central time zone that I'm in, you have until 1 a.m. So that's great news. But make sure you take advantage of those bonus day coupons. They're pretty great. Also, my Forever Greenery has just a few packets, as well as the Gilded Autumn online classes. These both amazing classes, if I can just say. I mean, I know I'm biased, but I truly believe they're amazing classes. Make sure you get these while you can. Again, all the links are in the description of my video for today. My Stampin' Game Night workshop. If you would like to get in on this, please send me an email. And our class is going to, or our workshop is going to be next Tuesday, so a week from tonight. And packets are almost sold out, so make sure you get registered while you still can. I will tell you that one of my prizes is going to be the new Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. That's right. this is one of the prizes for our event. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Anyway, this is always a good time. Make and take packets are $25 and they include 5 projects, all the pre-cut cardstock with that, plus a $15 goodie bag. So you will want to get in on this awesome event. Whether you play bingo with us or not, it is a great event and a perfect, and a great price for the for what you're getting. So the make and take packets are so much fun. Every time my assistants and I put them together, all they say is, "Wow, this is a good deal." So I like to hear that from them. All right, and then again, our Stamp and Cut Emboss machine is live tomorrow, and you can get that magnetic plate to go with it. Now, the magnetic plate this time I think is a little different than the previous plate we have had before, and I think it's going to be awesomer. Totally a word. So you're going to want to add that to your order as well. And yes, you could put this on your starter kit. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Next up, there are some fun projects to be made today, I would say. So let me get out my the first thing I want to share with you, I had a request for the Sweetest Time stamp set, and so I wanted to use this. This is a really sweet stamp set. It's in the name even, and I thought you guys might like this one. And of course I got requests for it, so that's why we're making. But I started out, and before class started, I just die cut that. Look at everything came out of this except for just a couple little pieces. That's one of the things I've found is really wonderful about this new machine is that it is super good about releasing the paper from the dies, so all these little bits, it used to be, it would take you forever to get all these things out. And this is literally just look at the 3 little teeny pieces, and they just kind of fell out when I rubbed them. So that's good. And oh, look, they're not in here. But can I just tell you, this is my favorite. You can smack that and then the pieces come out on like a table or something. So I just thought I'd share that. Give it a light slam and those pieces come out of your dies. I'm just saying, it's true. It's a true story. Okay, so let's put this card together. So I'm going to start with a piece of Whisper White that I want to add to this. And I cut this on a, well, actually, I'm not sure. I was going to say a 5.5 inch strip, but a 5, well, yeah, about 5.5. We're going to trim this down anyway. So I wanted it to be a little wider than I needed it to be, just so that if there were kind of some awkward spots, we could trim those down. But I really like this. It's so cute. And I wanted to add to it some of my printed paper. So this is the 'Tis the Season printed paper, and let me find my pattern here. Well, I was thinking about that one, but I haven't decided for sure. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm just gonna pull the whole sheet out, or packet out. So this comes with lots of different patterns. I'm just trying to fan these out, and I would show you my DSP chart, but I know this is one of the ones I don't have done yet. I got to get that done. So there's lots of options for you, but I think actually the one I'm going to use is going to be this one. So I'm going to take and fold my card base, which is Cherry Cobbler once again, and that is, of course, one of the colors that coordinates with this. And then I have my 4-inch piece of Whisper White, 4 by 5 1/4, and then I'm going to position this on top. And I want it to line up with my Whisper White. So depending on the pattern, I'm going to just kind of adjust this till I like it and then adhere this down. Ooh, and I know I'm almost out of seal. We'll see how far we get. Okay. So we'll position that on here like so. And then I'm just going to trim that excess off. And what I was trying to say is I cut it a little longer so that I would have the room to cut off whatever I needed to on this one. And there we go. Okay, so that looks awesome. Oh, isn't that cute? So cute. So then I wanted to add a little strip of printed paper to this. So I will take and cut a little hunk off on my trimmer. That is about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And I'll add this to the edge right here. Ooh, and maybe that's more than I want it to be. Well, we can go like that. That'll work. So cute. Okay. Next up, I want to add a sentiment from this stamp set. And so there's all kinds of different things on here. I think I want to use Wishing You the Sweetest Season. Well, yeah, Wishing You the Sweetest Season. Look I haven't used my stamp set yet. And I also want to add a couple pieces for the inside of my card as well. Okay. Now, before I do anything with this, I wanted to add a little texture to this. So I'm looking for my embossing folder. Gonna say, my gosh, I am having trouble. So I've got my embossing folder and I'm going to run this through with the subtle texture. I love this folder. Okay, so I'll run that through my machine. Like so. And then you can see it added that awesome texture to this, which looks fantastic. Okay, next up, let's stamp a sentiment on here. And for this, I want, I want to use some cherry cobbler. And ooh, I've got about a 1-inch strip here, and I'm just going to stamp this down like so. Oh, that is crooked. Goodness. Let's turn that over and try again. Seriously. It's because it's on my block crooked, but now I will straighten it out. There we go. Now I left a little bit of room on the end here because we cut that little piece of DSP, and then let me show you what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so we're going to put this on our card like so. Okay. So I've got that on there, and then I'm going to add my DSP to the edge here. And then I'm going to take a coordinating piece of it and add it to my sentiment. And this is all going to be super cute. Okay, so that goes the full length. And then this is going to go, my sentiment is going to have a little piece of this on it as well. So, let me bring my trimmer back in here. So I'm just going to cut another 3/4 of an inch strip. And I'm going to put that piece right here. I probably could have done a 1/2 of an inch strip too, actually. Okay. So we'll leave just a little bit of space there. And I'll trim that off like so. Ugh. It's a teeny bit crooked. Don't fear, we'll fix it. I think I did this last week and someone said, oh my gosh, that doesn't work for me. But okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now on the end of this, there we go. We're gonna pop this up. And on the end of this, I want to punch with my triple banner. And we'll go just a little bit. There. Now I have, what I want to do is pop this up a little bit. And you know what? I might trim this down a little. Sorry, I cut it off to be too long. There we go. But I'm going to pop this up onto my card. And one of these times it's going to fit. There, we got it. Goodness gracious. Okay. So we're going to pop this up. And I also am going to take and add a little bit of our gold cord. Now this is from one of the combo packs in the holiday catalog, the one that comes with the big green ribbon. Okay, so it ties nicely, which I love. And then we're just going to glue dot this on. Now to get this, I like to kind of roll my glue dot up into a little bit of a log so that it doesn't stick out and then stick to other stuff on my card. Oh goodness, I just stuck this down. Whew, it came off, thank goodness. Okay. So wishing you the sweetest season. And then on the inside, of course, we can't leave that blank. So we're going to take and stamp our cute little pieces on here. Okay, but I'm also going to take the rest. Remember, I cut that second strip of DSP, and I'm also going to adhere that to the bottom here. Actually, I think I'll do my stamping first. So we'll open this back up. And I'll stamp a few of these and a few of the little peppermint candies. I'll throw my work surface a little covering to just kind of fill that in. Okay, and then finally we'll put our strip of paper at the bottom and everything coordinates now. I really like the font of this. Isn't that just so cute? Oh, so fun. Okay. There you go. Awesome sauce. All right. Next up, excuse me. Next up, I love our, let's see. I'm trying to decide which one to do next. Okay. So for this next card, I had some requests for a Halloween card, and I really have been itching to use the set Flight of Fancy. I think it's so cute. And it's got a little angel for Christmas, a little Cupid for Valentine's, and of course, a little witch for Halloween. So I thought we could use that set to create a really sweet Halloween card. Now, for this, I'm going to stamp our little witch on one of the labels that coordinates, and I keep forgetting what the name of the labels are. Wonder if someone can help me with the name, because I cannot figure out what the name is. It's called the Celebration Tidings stamp set. A set of labels. Oops, I don't have them in here because I pulled them out to die cut this. But there's a set of these labels. Can't remember. Okay. So I was trying to decide where to stamp her. I think down. Okay, celebration label die. Oh, that's duh. That's why. Okay. All right, so there she is. Oh my gosh, look at how cute she is. Isn't she adorable? So I stamped her in Memento ink so that, of course, I can color her in with my Stampin' Blends. And what's really fun about this is you can really use whatever colors kind of float your boat, so to speak. But I thought I wanted to use a little bit of the color of DSP from the Halloween paper that I've got here, and that's this one. I haven't used this peacock pattern yet, and I thought it would be kind of fun. And I also like that it's kind of like a night color. So I've got that peacock is going to be one of the colors. There's a cute little mouse, so of course we need some gray. And then, sorry, I'm just grabbing my stuff here. And then I wanted to use some green in here, and do you guys see me? I don't know if guys have heard from me that I hate my internet with a passion, but I do. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you the level of frustration that my internet causes me. It is not currently available to be measured with existing technology. Oh, okay. So I've colored her little stars in. And then I think her dress is going to be in the Pretty Peacock. So I'll start with my dark one and just kind of color in along here. Like so, and maybe there. Okay. And then we'll blend this with our light. While I say bad words in my head about my internet service provider, because I have nothing nice to say to them. Because they are bad. Okay, so we're blending. We're blending and we're blending. So stinking cute this little girl is, though, isn't she? Oh my goodness. Love her. Okay, so I'm just making sure her dress is blended nicely, and this is looking pretty good. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to use my smoky slate for her hat. And we'll do kind of dark up top. Like that. And then blend to light. So whenever I color, I'm being careful not to go too overboard with the blending near the edges because I don't want it to bleed. But that looks pretty dang cute so far, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, and then I've got my cute little mouse here. So let's see. Ooh, I know what I want to do though. I want to add, let's see. I want to add some cute little cheeks on her. So there we go. And then maybe a cute little ear on him in pink. All right, and then that was with my light Flirty Flamingo. And then I think I'll color him in with my light Smoky Slate. But yeah, he's pretty cute, right? Oh my goodness. All right, now I want to color in my broom a little bit. So let's see. I was trying to decide what color to go with this. I think I will use crumb cake. We'll see. We'll see how I like that. Yeah, crumb cake will work. I think this is the light. And then I'll do the dark on here. Kind of like that. So that will work just fine. And maybe on her hair. Oh, dang it. I forgot I was going to do green on her hair, but actually she's going to be with a brunette this time. Oh my goodness. And I almost forgot the actual moon that's on here. Okay. So, well, you know, I thought about doing like purples or rich raspberries, but I kind of like this, something a little different than your usual stuff. Okay, so that looks really cute. Now, what I want to do to really make this kind of stand out is a little bit of shading. Actually, one more thing. I'm going to color her skin tone with my ivory marker. And I'll put a couple lines of hair right there. Okay. So there we go. Okay. That looks pretty cute. All right. Now I'm actually going to leave these for the moment. Well, we're coloring them because now it's too late. Okay, so now, like I said, I want to do a little shading to really make this kind of stand out. So I'm trying to find, I think that one will work. Okay, so I want to have some blue, but I'm also a little concerned about getting color on her. So I'm gonna stamp her real quick on a Post-it. So that I can just really quickly cut this out. To put over her. Like so. Okay. So there we go. Now, hello. I'm going to take and add some color. So I'm going to start with a little bit lighter color with some Pool Party. So we're just going to add a little bit of lighter color on here. Like so. And then we'll kick it up a notch and go a little darker. And I want to be careful not to go crazy with my dark color so that I can still see things. And I'm trying to be careful with her thing right here. Like so. Okay. Now that looks good, but don't think we're done because we're not. We're also going to do some gray. And just like what I just did, I'm going to start with lighter. So I'm going to go with some smoky slate. And I have this kind of lighter one. Now, I always get asked this. These are simply oval makeup brushes that I get from Amazon. There's no brand or anything. I've got a bunch of different brands and they all work really well. But let's see. Here's my basic gray. They're just oval makeup brushes. I've also heard you can get them at Dollar General. I have not tried that, but that's what I've heard from people. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my basic gray, which is a little darker color. And that'll give me my darker edges. Like so. Okay. So isn't that super cute? I'm going to kind of overlap the blue a little bit with my basic gray because I don't want there really stark difference between the two. And there, that looks pretty good. So let's take her off because she's protected under there. And look at how stinking cute that is, you guys. Now, next up, we need to add our sentiment to this. And so from the Celebration Tidings, Celebration Tidings, I'm going to add my sentiment, which is Happy Haunting, which is kind of perfect for this. And we'll stamp that in black. Like so. Okay, so that looks really cute. Now, of course, we got to jazz this up in a multitude of ways, but first I want to add this to my card. So, like I said, I wanted to use this piece of printed paper from our Magic in the Night Christmas, Christmas. This is Halloween paper, people. Okay, so I'm going to cut a 4-inch by 5¼ piece of this. And then we'll put it on a pretty peacock card base somewhere around here. I know I've got myself a bone folder. Okay, so I'll put this on, but of course, there's kind of like, I don't know, extra color on here. And dang it, I meant to cut it so it would be like that, but that's okay. So what I wanted to do was just add a little bit of extra color to this myself. Okay, so I'm just going to sponge the edges to the two sides I cut because the paper sort of had that darker edge built in, but then I cut that because it was around the 12 by 12 inch, and then this just kind of adds that little bit to the whole thing. Okay, we'll go ahead and adhere these. To our card. And then, of course, this is going to go on here as well. Now, I thought it would be super cute to add a little twine to this. And I'm still trying to decide where I think it should go. I've been pondering this all afternoon and I haven't come up with the right answer. And maybe it's because I need this instead. I think I do. Okay, so first I'm going to pop this layer up, of course, because that would just be so cute. Now, of course, the card I'm making, you could do with any of the images in the stamp set. You would obviously just switch up the colors and the pattern, or, you know, the paper to be different. No, I think this is cuter. I just can't decide if I want it to go under or over the top. I kind of feel like under. All right, so I'm actually going to take and put a little bit of Seal Plus on here. Put it down. Wrap this around and adhere to this. Like so. And the reason I used Seal Plus is because it's nice and sticky. And this ribbon has got like all kinds of stuff happening on it. So Seal Plus was the right choice. But of course, we're not done yet. We need to do a few different things to this. One, ooh, what did I do with that mask of her? Aha. I'm gonna bring this back out because I want to do a little spritzing. And I'm gonna do some pretty peacock spritzing on here, as well as some Clearwinka Stella spritzing. I mean, obviously we had to do Clearwinka Stella spritzing. So that just puts some sparkles on here, which obviously this needs. And then finally, we're going to add a couple of rhinestones. Oops, those are pearls. Now we could take and color a couple rhinestones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that they would match. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just using my dark Daffodil Delight marker to color these small rhinestones, and then they will coordinate with our card so nicely. All right, and I'm just gonna kind of pick those up and position them. That's why I was kind of waiting. I wasn't sure if I wanted these to be yellow or not, because I could have put a clear rhinestone in here and that would have been cute too, but this totally works. And of course right there. And that is our card. Oh my gosh, it really turned out pretty awesome. I love it when it turns out better on paper than it does in my head. So that makes me happy. So yeah, I thought that was really sweet. But again, you could do this same card layout, just switching up the colors for any of the 3 images. They're going to be similar. They're going to fit on the label similarly. So that's nice. You could even do similar colors for this angel as we did here. And then obviously I would do maybe pinks for the Cupid. So that's definitely an option. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys like this one. That always makes me happy. Okay, let's see, let me put this with my other card. For my next project, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. I wanted to make something with this Christmas tree stamp set because I love it. But I also wanted to use my little letter dies. So I thought I could put the 2 together and it would be kind of a sweet card. So let's see. I'm going to get rid of my dirty paper here. Okay. So I'm going to start with a Whisper White card base, and I think I'm going to use this image right here. And I also wanted from all of us. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this in some old olive ink. On here. Like so. So there we go. Oh, and then there's a little tree trunk that I'm going to add as well. And I think I'll do that in soft suede. All right. Now, I wanted to take and add some words, or I should say a word, and use my alphabet dies here. So I thought I would spell peace. So I've got P-E-A-C-E. And here's what the beauty of this is, that the letters, first of all, there's more than one of the letters, so I can spell the whole thing out at once, which is really handy. I don't have to, I can use them together. So that's really sweet. And then the other thing I like is that I can use my tree as the A in this. Okay, so I'm going to use some scraps, and darn it, I forgot to grab my scraps, so bear with me for 1 second. I did change my mind approximately 50 times, but I might do 2 greens and 2 reds. I could do cherry cobbler also. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do a pea and cherry. Let's see here. A pea and cherry. Is that gonna work? And this, by the way, is like perfect for using all your scraps. An E in Pear Pizzazz. Sorry, I didn't get this cut before I went live. That would have been easier, wouldn't it? Okay. And I'm just putting these on here because I'm kind of rushing around with my letters and everything. If I wasn't live, I probably wouldn't do that. Okay, there's my P. Okay, P, E, A, and my C will do with some real red here. And just like the others, I just need a little teeny scrap of this, which I love. And then my E I'm going to do in garden green. Okay, and then I can crank this all through one time. Also, I'm going to put my cards or my ink pads away from my last card. That's okay. Okay, let me run these through quick and then we'll put our card together. Okay. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, because I think it's going to look awesome, is I'm going to take and cut my letters out of my foam adhesive sheets. So these are really awesome sheets that come, they're like a dimensional without being cut up so that you can cut them up. So what I can do is just add those letters, and then likewise, you don't need too much. You can get a gazillion out of these is what I guess I'm trying to say. Okay. So then we'll do a C, P-E-A-C. I just need my P. Oh, come on. Okay. Like this. Hey, Whitney. Yeah. Do you want to go to the post office and see if you can get a thing of mailing boxes? Yep. Thank you. Okay. So I've got my letters here. And this will pop them up onto my card, which will make them extra super cute. And I just pulled off the wrong side. Oh no, I did not. Kidding. Now, one of my favorite tips for these is to leave them in the foam. And I'll show you why, because I didn't do it on this one and I should have. So first of all, I'm going to stick that on my my sheet here. So I die cut that letter, but what I want to do is take and leave this in the foam background, because what I can do is peel off the backing and then place the letter on top, and then it holds its shape. Whereas if I'm just holding it kind of out in the open, it can lose its shape. Does that make sense? And so there we go. It's just a little easier to deal with. I should not have taken these out to begin with, but that's okay, because we can stick them right back in like the puzzle that they are. Okay, but here's where your take your pick tool is really handy, because you can peel off just that little part. Put the letter back in, and oh, so awesome. And then our last letter is the P, which we still have right here. Take that off, place this on top, and the cuteness is about to begin. So I hope you are all prepared for that. Okay. So we do not need that center. P, E, A, C, E. Okay. So now I'll take this off. By the way, do you like my broken nail? I'm going to get them fixed tomorrow, I hope. That one is already sticky, actually. So we'll just put it right back down. I'm going to scooch that over just a touch. And you can use a little tool like this to make sure that things are straight on here. A T-square is a handy little tool, because I find when I'm looking through my camera, it's hard to get everything lined up exactly right. So that looks pretty good. Okay, so there is peace. Now, again, our sentiment had a nice little sentiment that we can add to this. And that is from all of us. Now, when I cut paper, even these little skinny strips, I save, because this is the perfect time to use them. Peace from all of us. But you know what? I want that to stand off a little more, so I think I'm going to use cherry cobbler ink instead. But that reminds me, I still have all these ink pads open on my desk, so let me quick close these up before I get into some trouble. Because that is for sure where this is headed, trouble. Okay, I want to clean this off and use cherry cobbler instead. And luckily, I have a bunch of these little strips saved up. Okay, so this says from all of us. Oh yes, that's much better. Okay, and I'll take my little banner punch. This is the Pick a Banner punch. Da, da, da. Okay, so I'll take a piece of my edge and place that on here and pop this up. Okay, now that's super cute, I think. So I'm trying to decide. I think red looks pretty good on here. For a card base. Woo! This little witch keeps showing up. Okay, now obviously we need to add something to the top of this tree. I mean, it would be crazy not to, right? So, just trying to decide if I want this star. I don't really like the color with the rest of these, so I think I'm going to skip that. And I think I'll just go with a plain old rhinestone. Ooh, or I could do a red rhinestone. No, I think I'm going to go with plain rhinestone, actually. And look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. So, you know, you can do different words with the trees, and I think it would be super cute. Kind of up to you with this, but I love this. I love the letters, and this is going to be my all-star tutorial bundle. Features the Playing with Patterns bundle, so the letters and then the coordinating stamp set. That's going to be my all-star tutorial bundle for September, so watch for that. It'll be on my blog tomorrow. So yeah, really cute. Isn't that pretty? I'm glad you guys like that one too. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I had an idea for this, and I haven't put it together, so bear with me. But I had an idea for this using, I think, let's see. I think it's in the Pines dies. Let me see. Yep. So we've got these cool little curvy dies here. And while they're wonderful for snowbanks and whatnot, I thought I would check that out. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh. Well. Let's just take care of that. All right. So, we are going to do this and play with it. So, all right, I'm going to start with a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm just going to die cut this kind of right down the middle, okay? All right, so we've got that. Then what I want to do is take another piece of 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to put some color on this. So, oh, and I need to put these letters before I lose them back in their on their sheet. Okay. LMNOP. Okay. So, what I want to do for this is, first of all, get rid of a little bit of this ink. We're going to do a sponged background. And I'm going to start with some, I think pool party. So I just want to, I'm creating a little bit of a background. You know how I like to do that. Let's see. Ooh, look at that, came out a little darker. It's okay. Pacific next. And then maybe we'll finish it up with some Night of Navy. I think I'll do that in blue. Okay, so now I've got a nice little color gradation going on here, which looks great. But what I want to do is take and add to this those two curvy pieces. What did I do with them? Here we go. So I'm going to pop this up on here. Like so. Maybe we'll put one more right up here at the very top. All right. Okay, that looks pretty, but we're gonna go over to this side and put some more dimensionals on here. And notice I'm kind of going over where there's not too much sponging for a couple of reasons. One, because they'll stick, because the ink is probably still wet on here, really. But also because I want to spread this apart. Like so. Okay, so now what we need to do is cut off the excess. And that might actually be a little easier done with my guillotine trimmer, to be completely honest. There's both sides. Oh, so pretty. Now, here's the fun part. You can put whatever you would like across here. So you could choose snowflakes, for instance, whatever types of dyes that you have. They can be white, they can be another color, they can be whatever you want. I thought it would be kind of cool to use one of my favorites, which is the butterflies from the Beauty Abounds stamp set. And whenever I use these, I put my leftovers in a little baggie. So I've cut this many times in the past. And so I like to take those leftover pieces and I've saved them so that I can use them for just such an occasion as this. Okay. And you can leave them as is, or you can so like you can adhere them from one across one side to the other, or whatever you want to do. But I'm going to choose, let's see, maybe this one. like so. And I might add, these were cut with my old machine because I've had them in here for a while, but I think they'll still be cool. And isn't this fun? Okay, I wonder, maybe this one's a little better because it's a little bit more flat. I'm leaving a little space for a sentiment. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put some mini dimensionals under where I can. And then I'm going to glue dot the tip to the sides. Let's see if I can get another mini under here. Oh, it's just going to fit. That is good news. Oh, yeah. And then we'll put a little glue dot under here. So I think this is really pretty. And like I said, you could do this with snowflakes too, but I kind of wanted to change it up a little. Since we were kind of going full bore in Christmas here, I wanted to... I'm still in denial that fall and winter are actually coming. So I'm going to stick with my summer card here and just hold on a little longer. We haven't had Labor Day yet, the official end of summer, so I'm still holding on to hope that it might not come. So there's also, Geraldine, thank you for posting that. Pool Party Coastal Cabana, Pacific Point, and then Night of Navy. There was one extra color in there. Okay. All right. So here's our last little butterfly, and it's kind of goofy. So I'm going to put it on the very bottom so that I can just go snip like that. Okay. So isn't that pretty? Now what I want to do is put a little sentiment across here. Let's see. Ooh, and you know what I just thought of? Hold on. I do so enjoy switching things up at the last second because that's kind of my thing. But I cut a piece of vellum and we're gonna stamp our sentiment and then emboss in white. Okay. Oh yes, I did have my white over here. Okay. I can't believe that just happened. Could you guys believe that just happened? Oh, That's never happened to me before. Okay, so we'll do that again. Sheesh. Now I cut 2 pieces of vellum, so thankfully I just happen to have another piece. So let me stamp that in and emboss it one more time. This time we're not letting go of it. Little stinker. Move on me. Okay, this one is good. So we'll put that right there. And I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. We'll make sure it's nice and dry. I should say cooled down, not melty. So it's just a little skinnier. Oh, if only I could just slice off a little fat on myself like I can on my paper. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. So we'll put that on. And I know y'all are going to say to me, well, how are you going to put that on without it showing? And the answer to that is simple. I'm going to hide it. Let's see. When you put this white on white, it's pretty tricky to see at all, the vellum on plain white. Now, if this was a color of cardstock or a print, it would most likely show up, but that is pretty well hidden, which I just love. So there we go. Okay, and then finally, we need to put this on a card base. And I'm feeling today, oh yes, Bermuda Bay is the color. Usually when you have a spectrum of colors like this, if you can find kind of a middle color, that often looks nice because it sort of balances out the full range of colors. And so that is good if you can do that. Okay, now it says a friend is someone who chooses you ... Okay, and then on the inside, we'll need to add our sentiment, or the rest of our sentiment. Which is out of a whole world of people. And so I'm going to add one more. One more butterfly. Okay, like this one. And I think to put this on, I'm just going to take a glue dot and roll it up. Now, if you are finding that after all the things I've shown you today that weren't even on your list, but now you've got to have, I think you should look at that discount purchaser kit that starts tomorrow with the extra goodies in it for free, because that will work so awesome for you. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? It did turn out pretty good. Now, what if we just did one more pretty awesome thing? And that is add a little shimmer to this. So this is my champagne mist, and I'm just going to spritz this. Okay, covering up the important stuff. There we go. Now it shimmers. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nice and shimmery. Oh, so cool. Okay, so let me show you my cards from today. And I am full of ink. Goodness. All right. Ooh, what did I do with them? Here we go. I've got a beautiful butterfly card. I've got a Peace from All of Us card. I've got a Happy Hunting Witch card, which is just so cute. And finally, a Sweetest Season card. So I hope you loved these cards. Of course, if you would like to purchase any of these items, I'd be so grateful for your business. You can shop my online store. The link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my other awesome videos. I will not be here next Monday because it is going to be Labor Day, but I will be back next week with more videos, so you make sure to check that out. And don't forget to check my blog tomorrow and my YouTube channel for a really, really, really cute project. So that's pretty awesome. If you would like to get in on game night, make sure you contact me right away because our kits are almost sold out, and I would love for you to be a part of that. And don't forget your Stampin' Cut emboss machine goes live tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. If you would like to join my discount shopper group, oh, I would love to have you. And we have so much fun. So don't forget to check that out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye, guys.